Right, next day, back at the Q50. I got the car turned on, key on, engine off, of course, because we got a no crank. I'm here at the IPDM. I've got my taps in on can low and high, and this is what we're gonna get right now. Showing ground. And this one is showing 2.4 volts. So on the other end of the cable, of course, is disconnected in the car. So now I'm gonna pull this out and check the cable directly, which I should have no grounds, no power. I should have nothing on both cables. But if I'm showing power or ground on any one of those cables, then that means the harness is shorted going into the car somewhere, right? So let me do that, pull that out real quick. All right, I got the cable out. So now let's see if we get anything on can high and low, which we should not. Nothing there. And nothing on the other one, which is good. I'm gonna plug in now into the car, that side with this still unplugged, and let's see, we should end up getting CAN signals here. So if we do, that's gonna point to this IPDM is actually bad at bringing down the network. All right, I got the inside plugged in. Now we should have both CAN and low here. Let's see what we got. That one is good. And that one is good. So that tells me that the wiring is good, and the problem is going to be with this IPDM. So let me see if I can get a replacement really quick. All right, I decided to come and check the other connector, E65. I've got this unplugged. As you can see, it's the pink and blue and red, right? Same thing here, but I don't think that's for the transmission on this side. I'm unplugged in the car, and I'm getting, let's see if I can, okay, I'm unplugged in the car, and I'm getting, see that? And on the red, it's like a ground signal, okay? This apparently goes up into the harness. Goes up into the harness here. And I'm presuming from here goes into the car. But I'm unplugged at the car, so there's no way I could be getting CAN signals. So that kind of makes me think this is actually coming from the transmission, and this end is going into the car, which to me kind of seems backwards. I need to pull the diagram and see how this is wired. In the case that this one is going into the car, it would be a problem, because here I'm showing basically getting some kind of a ground signal on both, all three. And let me go into the car and see what that side is doing. Okay, I'm here in the car, and I'm tapped into the pink and blue that goes to the transmission, and I got nothing, which is what I should get. Let me go and connect it now, the cable, and see if that changes. All right, I connected it, and I still got nothing. Nothing. So I got to see exactly where that transmission line runs. Could have some, circuit to ground or something going on in the front. I realized something. I had the IPDM, that connector, unplugged, so it might not have been powering those devices, the transmission and the ABS. So I've got that plugged in now, and of course I disconnected it from the back of the fuse box here so it wouldn't bring down the network. And on this is going to the ABS. I've got that, and ground. No CAN low. Nothing on the pink wire. So, and that's coming directly from the ABS. Okay, I looked up some more stuff, and apparently right here behind the fuse box, this is actually F12, which is the engine wire harness. It just runs like this, and goes to the whole engine, right? And below it, it connects to E10 right there, and E10 is what actually goes to the car. So the transmission, basically CAN, high and low, and K-line is in this connector. So the one in the front is something different. Either way, I still was not, I'm going to double check this one, but I was not getting good CAN low and high. And on the ABS, I was getting CAN high and CAN low was ground, just like what's happening here at this fuse box. CAN high is fine and CAN low is giving me a ground. So I got to investigate that. Here's something crazy. I connected this one wire that goes to the IPDM, which was showing in ground. When I hit the CAN low, I was getting like half a volt on CAN low, which was what was happening. But then the wiper actually came on, right? So I turned off the wiper and I still had my signal, that sound, the clicking sound, which comes from the BCM being on the network. So I was like, okay, it didn't bring down the network. So I said, let me connect the ABS and the transmission. I connected the top wire and I still had the clicking from the BCM, which told me the BCM was still on the network. They were still able to communicate. So I said, let me try to start it. And guess what? It cranked up, it's running, the engine is running. But my CAN low, look at this. This is from the IPDM, right? Let me try to get a shot. This is the CAN low from the IPDM. You can see half a volt, right? So there's still definitely a problem with the CAN circuit. Something is going on. I got to I'm gonna put the scanner on it right now and see what codes I get. I'm pretty sure if I try to start and crank it a couple of times, I'm gonna lose communication, but let me see what codes I get now. So to add, this connector down here is for the power steering, electronic power steering pump. I plugged it in expecting the engine to cut off and die because I had a hard steering wheel, and that's not what happened. It actually worked, which makes this problem even stranger, of course, right? So I got to investigate why I'm getting crazy CAN signals, and I did the scan. I'm about to show you what I got. All right, I was able to turn the car off and back on, and everything works, the steering, everything. I cleared all the codes, and the only one that came back, the airbag has a lot of codes for blown bags, but the check engine light is on for a U code. Yeah, U0100, lost com ECM A as an Apple. So I gotta look that up. That might help to diagnose what's going on here with this CAN bus network. But the car will start, and I'm gonna shut it off and start it again. There it is. Yeah, I'll do it one more time. Off. Got the car in neutral. Open the brakes. And it's consistently starting. And the CAN still looks kind of crazy. So the ABS also had a CAN code. Let me see, since I restarted it, what if anything else comes back up.